I found my birth certificate in a password-protected folder I was never supposed to see. The last name on it wasn't mine. I was adopted as a baby, or at least that's what I'd always been told. Closed adoption, nothing to look for, end of story. My parents were wealthy but quiet about it, the kind of money that doesn't show up on social media but somehow fixes problems fast. I never questioned it until my dad had a stroke and asked me to bring his laptop to the hospital. While backing up files, a folder labeled Legacy popped up after I mistyped a password. Inside were scanned documents, old court filings, and my original birth record. My biological mother's name was there, along with a father listed as redacted by order. There were emails between attorneys discussing containment and future compliance. One message said adopting me was cleaner than a payout. My hands were shaking when my mom walked into the room and asked what I was looking at. I confronted her, holding the laptop like evidence from a crime scene. She didn't yell or panic. She just sighed and told me to close the door. She said my biological father came from a family that couldn't afford scandals, and my existence counted as one. I wasn't adopted because I was unwanted. I was adopted because I was inconvenient. They paid for everything, the adoption, my education, the house, in exchange for silence. My parents were never meant to tell me. She said knowing would only hurt me and complicate things. When I asked who he was, she said I didn't want to know. That night I searched the family name mentioned in the emails. They owned half the city. Politicians, judges, foundations, everything. I found a photo from a charity gala and recognized a face immediately. I'd seen him before, at my college graduation, standing in the background, watching me. I reached out to him through a lawyer, not expecting a response. I got one within hours. He didn't deny it. He thanked me for being discreet and said he'd ensured I never wanted for anything. He offered money, more than I could comprehend, and asked me not to disrupt lives that were already set. I realized then that my entire upbringing was a carefully managed solution. I wasn't a son. I was a liability handled early. I didn't take the money. I didn't go public either. I cut contact with my parents for a while and sat with the grief of realizing love had conditions I never saw. Eventually I told them I needed honesty if we were going to have any relationship at all. We're trying, slowly. As for him, I see his name in the news sometimes. Powerful. Respected. And every time, I wonder how many other problems were solved as neatly as I was.